Inside the locker room, players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for him.
And the rebounding contributions have been on the uptick over the last few months. He's definitely appeared to have made a concerted effort to really impact the game more and more with his work on the backboard.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. And it's Fox in at the 1. And for the Warriors, the forward spots will be Butler and Green. Moses Moody is out there with Curry, and it's Porzingis in at the center, filling out the middle. Well, no doubt these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Fox inside the line. Green with the rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Outside Butler. Green with a screen on Vassell. That one from long range.
Well, really, he's a point forward. You can run your offense through Jimmy Butler.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Curry, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
What recognition from Fox. Saw the turnover and found some space to break away.
Outside, Green. Pass to Butler. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, the defense was all over him, but Butler is not someone who gets rattled.
Here's Castle. Now here's Barnes, guarded by Green. Fox, the bounce pass. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama passes to Fox. And it's off from three-point range.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Pass to Moody. Porzingis with a screen on Castle. And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Green. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 9 points per, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
Now Butler, following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Butler passes to Moody. A wide open look here for Porzingis. Off target from three-point range. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Vassell, and it's Vassell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's the way you play defense. Anticipated the hop step, beat him to the spot, and able to get the call.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Curry with it. Now guarded by Fox. Goes up on the block. Butler on the way. Castle covering. Outside Butler. Over Castle. And that one hits back iron. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Back to Fox. Fires from deep. And Moody pulls it down.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now Butler. Following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
I mean, give Fox credit. The D was present, but he just beats them with better offense.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Butler deciding where to go with it. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Vassell. Still yet to score. Spurs working the ball around now. Hassel misses. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Yeah, they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Now here's Butler. Curry outside. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Warriors leading. Porzingis kicks to Butler. Green with a screen for Butler. They kick it out to Green. A 3-ball. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fox, no good. The Warriors have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Green with a screen on Vassell. Moody the bounce pass. Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here he goes. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Podziemski, he's checked in for Golden State. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
And the Warriors miss again. San Antonio leading. Barnes finds Fox. Vassell against Butler. Outside Fox. Shoots over Curry. Fox, no good. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Lakers. Now, here's Vassell. He's guarded closely. Here's Wembanyama. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
San Antonio's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Barnes. Great D that time from Green.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Butler. It's not going to go for him. Nice defense by Vassell.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressed.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Podziemski. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 5. They kick it out to Green. There's the three. San Antonio with the rebound. Right side Harper. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Get used to seeing that out of Harper. He's going to pile up the assists over the years.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint, I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Back over to you guys.
A terrific fit. Thank you, Allie. Here's Wembanyama. After the Warriors pick up 3, and it's in there. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Curry has it in the corner. Here's Champagnie. No good on the triple. Warriors trail by 4. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Stand hard to figure, right? Here's a guy pushing 40 years of age.
Guys that just seem to be a lot younger than they really are. And Al's still getting it done every single night in this league. It's a testament to his discipline and his professionalism.
Free throw good, Horford. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs on and off the court. They pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio. I'm told nothing with the project has been finalized just yet, but clearly the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future, around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
Yep, a wonderful organization. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Here's Champagnie. 8 points his last outing. Johnson right side. The kick out to Harper. Shoots over Podziemski. Harper, no good. The Warriors trailing. Now Podziemski. Still without a basket.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
And San Antonio has possession. Outside Harper. Pass to Cornette. To the paint. Here's Johnson. That one's in, his first shot this game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside Butler. Out to Porzingis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
That free throw missing. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spencer's checked in, and he sinks the second. Well, Stan De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words, Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Second, the Warriors.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And, boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. The Warriors making a switch here. Melton's checked in. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the first. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Al Horford with the rebound. Here's Golden State. Now, here's Melton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. Here's Podziemski. He's guarded by Harper.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Pass to Johnson. Down low. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Sohan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Podziemski. He's guarded by Harper. Outside, Horford. Takes a shot at the elbow. Doesn't go that time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Warriors on top as they wrap up the first quarter on a 12-4 run. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
On the floor for San Antonio, the forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Harper is out there with Fox, and it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Porzingis from deep. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Cornette, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Sohan can do a little bit of everything, including finding his teammates like he did there.
Payton outside. Horford sets a screen for Payton. Back to Podziemski. Horford with the screen on Harper. Here's Podziemski. Off target from outside. The Spurs with the lead. Outside, Fox. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Fox has got 9 points.
The consistency might not be elite, but still, Fox is a legitimate three-point threat.
Outside, Horford. Over Sohan. Horford no luck. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Lakers in L.A. Sohan with the ball. Nothing on the board. Outside Harper. Cornette passes to Johnson. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this is the kind of rim protection you get with Horford. He's outstanding turning shots back.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Moody's checked in for Payton. Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Moody. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Spurs leading by 4. Here's Fox, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Well, you got to be careful how you guard Fox because he's adept at drawing these whistles.
The Spurs have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. The first free throw is good. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
San Antonio making a switch here. Olynyk checked in. Will stand after 8 seasons with the Kings. A new chapter for De'Aaron Fox now in San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and look. You got to be excited about that if you're a San Antonio fan. De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama together. Is there a better pick and roll?
Johnson. Good. He hits the jump shot. Johnson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Out to the wing. Back to Horford. Richard covered by Johnson. Screened by Porzingis. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's San Antonio now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Johnson dishes to Fox. Pass to Olynyk. Johnson outside. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Fox, no good.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Porzingis can't hit.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. A nice shot by Sohan. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
Well, that's where Sohan flourishes. He likes to take his work inside.
Horford with a screen on Johnson. Here's Richard. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Johnson surveying the floor. A pass to Fox. Now Harper beyond the arc. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Still a developing part of Harper's game. When he's hitting from deep, Dillon is really tough to guard.
Here's Podziemski. Trying to get something going. And the Warriors miss again. Outside Harper. On the wing, Fox. He's defended by Podziemski. Outside Fox. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Fox puts so much pressure on the D, whether it's with his speed or with moves like the up fake.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Brandon Podziemski. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Olynyk. Barnes comes in for Sohan. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And Castle is subbed in for Harper. Fox hits them both.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Good on the shot. Curry's got 11 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Barnes sets a screen for Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. No good on the three. Warriors trail by 10. And here is Moody. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And he did a ton of damage from the line. Assertive play and consistent free throw shooting can be a huge difference maker.
Fox, no good. The Warriors shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Outside Curry. From the arc. Vassell grabs the board.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
Outside for Wembanyama. On the wing, Barnes. Here's Vassell. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Pass to Moody. Curry against Fox. Now Curry. 11 points in the game. Here's Butler. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Spurs leading by 12. Inside, Wembanyama.
And Fox is a solid passer. Knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Pass to Moody. Now Podziemski. Now Curry. Horford with the screen on Castle. Here's Curry with the three. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Podziemski on the wing. Back to Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. And then on Sunday, they'll face off against Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that matchup against the Grizzlies, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And the basket by Vassell.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And Horford wide open. He shoots. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists in the game. Barnes outside. Sohan with the screen. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Horford. And the Spurs scoring again. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Memphis. Castle against Curry. Horford sets a screen for Curry. And another three for Golden State.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you, Kevin.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's Horford. He had 16 points in the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Just 3 to shoot. 3-pointer, Butler, and it's Golden State with another. Castle with it. Pass to Sohan. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of the game. Well, Coach, we know the 2025 season was cut short for Wembanyama due to a blood clot in his right shoulder.
Yeah, it was too bad, Kevin, to see that season cut short. Look, I think it's easy to say Wembanyama would have been the defensive player of the year in 2025. I think he had that one sewed up, but he just couldn't get enough games in to get to that. And he's a guy that can do everything on offense. We're talking probably the next face of the league.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. And the Warriors with some changes. Porzingis comes in for Al Horford. And it's Green in for Brandon Podziemski. And San Antonio also making a switch. Harper, he's checked in for Sohan. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Pass to Moody. The tray. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Warriors trail by 12. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And here is Moody. Green taking his time here. Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Harper the pass to Vassell. Now Wembanyama. Guarded by Porzingis. Good work there as it goes. Wembanyama's got 18 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Butler. Here's Moody. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. He's got 5.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Lets it go from the wing, and it's San Antonio with another.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody, to halftime. NBA action abounds. Let's see what games are tipping off later. For the Wizards, they'll be up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. That one's starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
2 elite squads, Ernie. 1 winner. I'm expecting big things.
No doubt. Everyone in the league will be watching. Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Golden State Warriors.
I get trying to play fast and loose, but if you're too loose with the shot selection, you'll end up wasting possessions.
Yeah, and if you're going to keep taking threes, might as well move to Jacksonville.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Spurs leading by 11. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Moody is out there with Curry, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Wembanyama. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
Vassell against Butler. And stolen by Castle. Down low. Here's Fox, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Porzingis.
I love when Fox takes initiative inside, giving the D no choice but to foul.
So here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, you know what I like about De'Aaron Fox is the urgency he plays with. He's always pushing the tempo and raising the energy level.
Butler passes to Curry. Over Fox. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs leading by 14. Vassell finds Castle. Vassell outside. A 3-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Outside, Fox. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Great tee that time from Curry. Warriors trail by 12. Golden State moving it around. To the inside. Barnes down low. Working on Green. Barnes kicks to Fox. Just 5 to shoot. The three. And Moody pulls it down. Moody's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry on the wing. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Spurs leading by 12. Fox deciding where to go with it. To the left side wing. Here's Wembanyama.
Well, with the way he's scoring right now, they're just going to keep feeding him.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Vassell against Butler. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Warriors trail by 16. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
And here's some numbers on Fox. Great showing for him last season. And amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man. From deep, Green. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Not a great start to this second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Fox, no good.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from Curry.
To the paint. Green finds Curry. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Barnes against Green. Wembanyama, right side. Vassell, the pass to Barnes. Back to Vassell. And the 3 off target. Warriors trail by 14. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now, here's Moody. Castle covering. And the wide open shot from Green. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 6 assists here tonight.
And it's crucial that Green hits from the outside because it makes everything easier for his teammates.
And Fox has it in the corner. With the teardrop, Porzingis with the rebound. Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Warriors, 4th.
Well, they put a big emphasis on quality passes last year. We saw consistent high-level ball movement from them.
Pass to Moody. Back to Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Vassell. 4 on the shot clock. Butler, no good. Spurs leading by 11. Here's Castle. He has 5. Outside, Fox. Shoots over Curry. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Fox has got 15 points.
Not the biggest guy. Fox showing a lot of heart in close.
Porzingis with a screen on Fox. Curry finds Porzingis. Buries it from three-point range. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Castle. Porzingis against Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Vassell wide open. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. And the Spurs lead by 12.
And Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
Curry against Fox. Fox with the steal. And here's the fast break. Lets it go from deep. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Curry looking around. Over Castle. Misses off the right iron.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Moses Moody. That's good from Barnes. Now here's Curry. 18 points for him. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
And we talk about Fox's speed, but he also has length, and he's a factor there in the paint.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them.
Get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Outside, Green. Wembanyama against Porzingis. Outside, Curry. 6 to shoot. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Here's Green. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. They double-team Wembanyama.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, if you ever think Butler's afraid of contact, think again. He wants the and one.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Well, one thing that's never in doubt, the level of effort you're going to get from Jimmy Butler on a nightly basis.
Outside Harper. Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama, a screen on Green. Here's Sohan, guarded by Green. Johnson kicks to Harper. Fires for three. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Curry with the bounce pass. Goes up the baseline, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Harper the pass to Champagnie. Here's Wembanyama, guarded by Porzingis. Harper against Curry. Harper's shot's good.
And this is why Harper's teammates and coaches encourage him to fire from that mid-range. They know how lethal he can be.
Green kicks to Butler. Some nice passing by Golden State. Podziemski with it. Johnson on him. Here we go, one-on-one. A crossover. Right wing. Here's Champagnie. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Champagnie's got his first 3 points of the game. Warriors trail by 18. And here is Curry. He's got 18. Here's Butler. That's good from 17 feet away. Butler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Jimmy Butler is very comfortable operating in that mid-range area.
Outside Harper. Pass to Wembanyama. They double-team Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, if you give Butler an opening, he will exploit the defense.
San Antonio leading by 14. To the right side. Pass to Sohan. Kicks it out to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Over Green. Johnson can't get it to go. Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Now Podziemski. Outside Butler. Inside. Here's Green, and he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got 7.
Well, after a scoreless first half, he's turning things around here, looking much more aggressive.
Now Harper, 5 points in the game. To the paint, deflects the pass, and Wembanyama throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And so it's San Antonio, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, we've got Johnson. Sohan is out there with Luke Cornett. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 slot. Here's Johnson. Fires the 3. Here's Cornett. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Cornett's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for San Antonio. Podziemski finds Butler. Takes the 3. Butler loves the three-point look.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Fox with it. Cornett passes to Fox. And stolen by Horford. Unloads. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Sohan. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3. No good. Shot missing. Spurs leading by 13. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Jeremy Sohan, an emphatic 2 points.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Podziemski. Horford high post. Shot clock at 6. Here's Richard. And the Warriors miss again. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since. Whoa, man! Wow!
Quick lift off the floor there, Jeremy Sohan.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Warriors trail by 17. Pass to Butler. Rebound by Sohan.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Johnson, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Spurs lead by 19. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Horford with a screen on Johnson. Here's Moody. And the Warriors miss again. San Antonio leading by 19. Offside Fox. Banked in off the glass.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Butler. Back to Podziemski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside, Horford. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Count the basket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Switch.
Here's Butler. And the Warriors miss again.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Now here's Butler. D right on him. Good.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Wembanyama outside. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
5 on the clock. Curry is inside, guarded by Fox.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
It's stolen by Curry. Down low. Here's Podziemski. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Back to Moody. Tries to save it. Now here's Johnson. Shoots over Podziemski. And the basket by Johnson.
Going old school with the mid-range. Johnson.
Pass to Podziemski. Now here's Porzingis. Wembanyama with the rebound. To the middle, and here they come. Johnson, a wide open look, buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, look at Johnson dialing it in from long distance.
Outside, Green. Golden State moving it around. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
To the paint. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Great D that time from Curry. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And let's take a look now as we give our nod to our player of the game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Clock at 4. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Porzingis passes to Moody. No good from outside. Outside, Fox. Out left to the wing. They double team Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. A step back shot here. The kick out to Fox. Tries again. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
Podziemski hits them both. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Vassell outside. To end the drought, the Warriors pull it in. Podziemski's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
They kick it out to Green. Butler on the wing. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Butler's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, he's put that first half behind him, and looks like his confidence is back.
Vassell outside. Barnes screen on Butler. Butler against Vassell. Over in the corner, Barnes. That 3 off the mark. On offense, here are the Warriors. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Green finds Podziemski. Outside Butler from downtown. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Vassell outside. Outside, Fox. Charity stripe shot. Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Warriors trail by 19. 1:33 left to play here in the 4th. Green with a screen on Barnes. Lets a floater go. He gets the bucket on the way in.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Spurs.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
They double-team Wembanyama. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Wembanyama.
Look, if you double him, he'll make a play for someone else.
Pass to Podziemski. Porzingis inside. Wembanyama on him. And the rejection by Wembanyama. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Up top, Podziemski. He's guarded by Harper. Pass to Spencer. They set the pick. 3-pointer. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The first one falls. Post hits them both. 17-point game. Here's McLaughlin. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. Now it's time for our player of the game.